So the Reaper class has dropped, and I did promise you that I will be making budget builds for it. So here is the best budget build for both Ingredient, for both class Ingredient, Lunar and Hunger. And if you're planning to make this your main, I would actually advise you to make a budget build for now, even though it sounds weird. The reason behind it is simply because soon we will get Bridge and we will get ancient accessories with it. In few months, you would want to swap to ancient accessories, so it doesn't make sense spend ton of gold now on business slot when class book engravings are expensive as hell, when the class engraving accessories are also so expensive. If you want to invest on something now, I would advise you to invest gems. Yes, gold you're planning to invest on making a business slot build, you're better investing it on gems now and just like play with the budget build. So we would start with the hunger class ingredient, and how we always start is we see first what's the business slot. So the hunger ingredient goes 50-50% with the pet effect on specialization, and it has Grudge, Ambush Master, Raid Captain, Hunger Tree, and Adrenaline Tree. So how can we make a budget build that will deal almost the same damage as business slot without giving up too much? Sadly, we can't play with the stats because everything works on this class, crit, spec, and swiftness. Therefore, accessories with it would always be expensive. That's why we have to play with Ingredient. And what we would do is we would play Hunger 1, Adrenaline 2, Ambush Master 3, First Doll 3, Grudge 3, Raid Captain 3. So let's see how much are we losing in the process. If we go Hunger 1, we're gonna lose 13% attack power. If we go Adrenaline 2, we're gonna lose 2% attack power and 5% crit chance. So far, we lost 15% attack power and 5% crit chance. We go Curse Doll, we're gonna get 16% attack power. So we fixed the attack power problem and we actually gained an additional 1% attack power. However, we're still missing on the 5% crit chance from Adrenaline. And that's completely fine, since with budget, you're not looking to deal the same amount of damage as Business Slot. You're just looking to deal as close of damage as possible, and will give you the closest possible DPS. And it's also RNG dependent. You might deal more damage than someone with business slot depending on RNG, since crit chance is just RNG in general. And 5% is not a huge loss. If you wanna go like a cheap build for hunger, do this. Go hunger 1, adrenaline 2, raid 3, ambush 3, curse doll 3, and grudge 3. And now that I showed you the best budget build for hunger, let's see Lunar Voice, the other class ingredient. So this class ingredient is basically full spec, which would be really hard to make a budget build for, especially since spec accessories are so toxic, they are so expensive. And there are two builds for this class ingredient. There is like full spec, swiftness, or full spec and crit. However, I don't think I would ever bother in this channel making a build about spec crit. I just hate it. I despise it. I am a spec swiftness believer. So if you came here looking for spec crit budget build, I'm sorry. I don't think Reaper should be played with spec crit. I think spec swiftness is the way. And sadly, there isn't much you can do here. So your best option would be to play something like this to make it budget. This would make it budget because you would be able to get Lunar Voice 3 and another ingredient tree on two accessories. Since we know that if you get a 3 and you try to get another ingredient at 5, it would be so expensive. So try to get this if you can afford it, it will be really good. Or you can do something else, which is go in Precise Dagger 3. This would make it even more budget, but you will deal less damage than Adrenaline 2. So Adrenaline 2 is your best budget option. If you can't get it, you can go with Precise Dagger 3. And honestly, you can even do something like Curse Doll 3 instead of Adrenaline or Precise, and just aim to get a crit synergy every time you play. And you will still be able to perform well, regardless. So I showed you all the budget options. You pick whatever you prefer and what you think would fit your playstyle. And soon I'm gonna be dropping a guide on Full Swiftness Hunger Reaper. So you want to play that as well? You can follow me, subscribe, and yeah.